Guys, so I'm excited. Today is chest day. I'm always excited for a good chest day, right? So I woke up, so I am weighing myself every day. And remember, we were 210. The lowest we shot up to 214. Now we're back to 213. So when you're weighing yourself daily, I think it helps keep you accountable because you know the next day you're going to have to step on the scale. So if you overeat, obviously you're going to weigh more because of restored glycogen, restored all this stuff. It's not necessarily like restored, it's not necessarily fat, right? But you're just going to weigh heavier. And so I think it helps keep you accountable, but it also can help, like, it can discourage you. So you have to, like, take the weekly average, right? So if, like, one day you're 210, one day you're 214, next day you're 213, the next day you're back to 210, the next day you're back to, and then another day you're 209, and then the next day you're 210. You want to average those numbers and be like, all right, so I'm probably 211. But it's like you can sit there and weigh yourself every day. I don't know. I think if you don't let it mess with your head, I think it's fine to do. But if it messes with you and like you just get discouraged and like if it's not coming off and you're just like, I'm getting frustrated, and then maybe not. But if it's been like 3 weeks and you've stayed the same, then that means something's wrong, right? Either you're eating too much, not moving enough, or that's pretty much it, right? So you're gonna have to drop the calories by another 100 or so, or just make sure you up your cardio or up your steps. So my good rule of thumb is like 10,000 steps a day is pretty good, but you can get 50 or you can get 5 to 6,000 anywhere. That's fine too. But you definitely want to get cardio in. So a lot of people, and then you got to realize is when you're on the TDE calculator, everyone's metabolism is different. Like meaning like if say if you had a guy that was just like me, same size, same weight, same muscle mass, he might be able to lose easily on 2,000 calories a day, where I don't lose anything on 2,000 calories. So I have to come down to 1,800 calories and then I start losing. So it's one of those things where it's like you want to use the TDE calculators as a kind of like a place to start, and then you have to go with like if there's any changes, right? So if there's no changes and you say you started at 2,000 calories, that means, okay, we got to either we got to look at how much we're moving, how much are we working out, how much are we doing cardio. If those things are locked in and you're getting like constantly 10,000 steps in a day, you're weighing all your food, so you're definitely at 2,000 calories every day. Then I have to drop my calories by 100 or to 200 calories, and then we'll go from there. And then you go from there, and then if it starts going down, good, let's stay at that 1,800 calories now while we're consistently going down. Now we plateaued and now we're not moving and it's been a week or two. Okay, let's drop the calories again or up the movement, and then it starts coming down again. Okay, perfect. You know what I mean? So it's like you got to play around with like that. But that is why the purpose of an aggressive cut is you just go so aggressive that you're gonna lose no matter what, right? You're just gonna lose no matter what. Like if you look at Sam, he's technically, like if you're watching Sam Solik, he's technically starving himself right now. He is pretty aggressive on his cut right now, and it's right before his show, right? But he is pretty much, with how much cardio he's doing, how much he works out, and what his calories are at, he's pretty much starving himself for how much muscle mass he has on himself. So he's been pretty aggressive. So I think you could, that's why I'm saying you can go pretty aggressive and get it done, right? And a lot of people say, well, I talked about this earlier about loose skin, and honestly, loose skin is genetic. So if you have a lot of fat to lose and you lose weight and then there's tons of loose skin, unfortunately, it's just genetics. There's surgeries for that if you like really hate it that much. I've seen people, because you'll see people that go, if you go too aggressive and go too fast, not only will you lose muscle, but you'll have tons of loose skin. And honestly, it doesn't matter how fast or how slow you lose the weight. It just comes down to genetics on that part. But anyways, let's get in there and get started with this chest day. I think I'm going to do, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet. I think I'm feeling like incline benching today. And then we'll probably do 3 hard sets there. And then maybe finish it off with like 3 or 4 hard sets of like pec flies or something. I think that's what I want to go with today. So we'll just go in there and get a feel for it and see how it goes. So let's get in there and get started. pretty good chest day. 6 hard sets, so you guys only see two sets of each one. So if you see the video and you go, dude, you only did 4 sets, that's because I record one on my phone of each one that I'm doing for like TikToks and shorts and all that stuff. But anyways, so pretty good chest day. My chest feels pretty good and pumped. One thing I noticed, I used to do this a lot and I started catching myself. Probably one of the reasons why my right pec is bigger than my left pec is when you're doing like incline benching or benching, you want to make sure you're coming up evenly. And that's with any workout, right? Chest workout. Because before I used to push with my right more and I'd be at kind of like an angle like this. And Megan was doing it when she was doing 225, or not 225, when she was doing 225s on each side. And she went like this, and so I got her corrected where she's doing that now. So you gotta just like really watch for those little small things, and that's why I encourage you guys to record your sets, so you can go back and watch. Like, you don't have to post it on social media, whatever. I like to do it just because I can go back and watch my videos easily. I can go back years later and look at them. So like, you guys can lift, you know, with a camera on you, and then go back and watch the footage and be like, okay, I'm doing that, so I need to fix that, I need to fix this, this is what's working, this is what not working. I really encourage you guys to do it and take progress videos, progress photos, and if you don't want to share them on social media, that's fine. Like, get you an iCloud or a Google Drive and throw it all in there and go back and watch everything, right? So let's check this pump. Oh man. Pump. So like I said, my left is smaller than my right. I do feel something weird, like right here I have an indent on this right pecs right here. On this left pecs I don't, it's all nice and smooth. So I don't know if that's a genetic thing or if I hurt my chest sometime. I don't know what that's from, but anyways, looking good, feeling good. So gosh guys, we're so freaking close, right? I'm so freaking close. So you just gotta get the rest of this fat off. And you can see I'm losing fat. It looks like this side I'm losing more fat, and then this side is being stubborn. That's what it kind of looks like, right? Or what's, I don't know, it kind of looks like this one, right? This one is like lifted more, looking better, and this one's like hanging and looking more, I don't know. This is weird how fat works. Because you can't spot lose fat, right? It just kind of loses where it wants to. So I don't know, it's just kind of weird, but we'll get there. We'll get the rest of that off. And the back's looking decent, so we're just gonna keep pushing. But I'm not gonna do cardio until later. All the cardio machines I wanna use are being used. So it's like, whatever, I'll come back later tonight when there's no one here, hardly, and knock out some cardio. So I'm gonna go hit recovery, and then I'm gonna go eat protein because I've only had 190 calories and it's already noon. So it's time to get some lunch with a lot of protein in it. And yeah, that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys tomorrow for back, unless we think we need a rest day, then we'll probably do another full day of eating. But this time it's gonna be like way more clean because I've been eating more clean again. So not those frozen stuff that I did on my last one, but I'll catch up with you guys on tomorrow's video.